When it comes to adaptation or a remake of something original, people reject outright, but this year we got first successful and best game adaptation as The Last of Us. After The Last of Us adaptation, I had a lot of expectations from One Piece live action, and it perfectly landed on it. How and why? For me, it was one particular scene that saved and carried for One Piece live action, so let's talk about it. When I start watching One Piece, in starting it feels like a light-hearted adventure with the goofy powers and fights. After Sarah Village arc, Usopp joins the crew and they got their first ship, so there was a very wholesome atmosphere on ship. Then comes episode 19, Zoro's backstory, and after watching that episode I was like, shit, this is the One Piece behind that people are crazy. Because I wasn't expecting that much seriousness in that goofy environment. Zoro instantly became my favorite character and I feel connected with his dream. It's something magic of Oda's writing that he connects us with every character. Then in Bharati, Mihawk, world's greatest swordsman, defeating whom is the dream of Zoro appears and fights and with this dialogue and scene. And I was completely sold for One Piece. For me that day One Piece at its best and I decided to complete it, and now I got a win. When I heard about they are making One Piece live action, I wasn't excited for cool CGI and VFX. I was only wanted to see if they do justice with these two scenes, and after watching some glimpses of these scenes in trailer, my hopes went pretty high. When live action released, I quickly watched the first 3 episodes, and in episode 4 Zoro's backstory resonates. Although it was a little different from anime, but I liked it. Acting, fight, choreography, cinematography, everything was amazing. Even though it doesn't carry that much weight in compared to anime, but it was good enough to be accepted. Then comes episode 5, for that I was waiting most, Mihawk introduction, and it was
perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Mihawk's look, attitude, way of speaking and sword fight, everything was just phenomenal. Then in Bharati, he met Zoro and most hyped fight start. I was completely shocked at how good it was. They pulled everything very perfectly. 2 swords and 1 knife scene. Every move was same exact as anime, and Mihawk's final blow and Zoro lost and said his legendary words. Here I wanna especially admit McKenna's acting, that how natural this was. He was literally lost in Zoro's character. I got little emotional in this scene. It means they did it. They pulled off something that I can't even imagine few months ago. For me here One Piece live action wins. The Last of Us adaptation worked because makers were aware of what they were making. Same with One Piece makers. They were aware of the shit they were making. That's why they able to make a faithful adaptation that loved by not only anime fans but also mainstream audience. There was another scene in live action about that I wanna talk. For that video subscribe.